Here we have an iMac 21-inch that came in for repair. Customer said black screen. That's it. 2 words. Black screen. We have the motherboard out. We did confirm that no image is showing up on the screen. The computer is turning on and it's chiming, which means the computer is powering on, but black screen. We did not confirm if his screen is good or not, if his screen cable is good or not, but they look good. So we took the motherboard out and let's take a look and see if we can figure it out, if in fact the problem is the motherboard. Just a quick visual inspection. We're gonna start with the LVDS connector. And we're gonna be using this amazing probe, this ultra fine, super precise probe to inspect the pins. We got this tool in our shop about 2 weeks ago and I love it. I love it. Look at how precise this probe is. Okay, and the pins, they look good. The probe comes in a set of 2. 1 straight and 1 bent. So I do not see anything wrong with the LVDS connector. And if we do a quick measurement on this component here, it should be continuous. And it's continuous. Nothing stands out as being faulty here. Just a quick visual inspection. I've worked on this board before and look at this. Look at this. We have a blown capacitor. Wow, look at this capacitor. Possibly a blown filter here. Possibly. Let's measure from here to here. And no, this one is good. And this one is good. And drain is here. Source and gate. Meter in diode mode. Is gate shorting out with source? No. So we're going to assume this MOSFET 6407, most likely a P-channel MOSFET. We're going to assume this area is good, even though we have this burn mark here. I'm not seeing anything obvious. 0.66 voltage drop, and we have 0.15 voltage drop, 0.665, and same readings here. So it's very possible that our problem is only this capacitor. It's possible. Before we look at anything else, let's go ahead and replace the cap and see what happens. And the question is, are we feeling lucky? Are we feeling lucky today? And how do we get a replacement? That's the question. Donor boards. I do not know what the value of the capacitor is. We can probably measure the one next to it, but I do not have to if I have donor boards. I have a few boards next to me here. Let's use this one. That's the same MOSFET here. Same fuse, filter. And look at that. We have a problem with the same exact cap on this board. Same exact cap. I'm not sure if this cap is good or bad, but it doesn't look good. We're gonna remove this one. They're probably all the same value, connected in parallel. And we're done. Hopefully that fixes the problem. I do not have a reason to believe there's something else wrong on the board, but could be. I'm not a psychic. And even if I was a psychic, A psychic never knows and never tell the truth. So do not believe me if I tell you I'm a psychic. The second shop that we have, that we took, it belonged to a psychic. And I guess they did not see it coming, so they went out of business and we took it. We opened the door between the two shops, and that's how we have two shops. So let's see, I'm gonna give it to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and we'll continue the video. Big Boss is reassembling the board, and we're gonna hope for the best. Okay, we are taking this back out. I just realized RAM sticks are out. We're gonna have to remove the board and reinstall those sticks. Let me put this on the bench and run. We have a customer. Just want to see if it works. Yes, no. It doesn't look like it. So I'm back. It did not work. We replaced the capacitor and it did not work. Let's go over the area again and see what's going on. We did notice a burn mark, but did not measure anything faulty. I just want to go over this one more time. 0.662, and if we measure both ends of the component in diode mode or continuity mode, we get a beep, and that's good. If we go over this component, we get a beep, that's good. And if we go over this component, which I believe is a fuse, I cannot really tell. Yeah, it's a fuse. I overlooked this component when I replaced the capacitor, and we're not getting a beep, and that's a fuse. I missed it. I missed it. What can you do? Let's use the same donor board we used to replace the capacitor and check and see if we have similar readings. We took the capacitor from here and put it on the customer's boards. Where's the MOSFET? Right here. Let's measure this fuse labeled by a U. We're going to go to continuity mode. You see? We should get a beep. We're not getting a beep on the customer's board. We're getting OL. So that's most likely our problem. And if we measure this, this time it has to work. Just like that. A little bit of the awesome Amtech 559 Flux. And if you are a new viewer to the channel, we are a distributor of the Flux. We are one of the very few distributors of the Flux. You can log into our site, NorthridgeFix.com, search for 559, or just click on shop and you'll be able to find it. You can buy one syringe, or if you are a business or reseller, you can buy more for a discount. $25 syringes, you automatically get 25% off. And let's desolder the fuse from here, from this donor board. And solder it right over here. First we're gonna grab it. And we're done. It's very awkward working on iMacs because the iMac is tilting down at an angle because of the stand. So I'm working on it on the bench like this, at an angle. Working on it like I'm diving. Let's measure now. Meter in continuity mode. And what do we have here? Very nice. From here to here, from here to here. Let me see if we can make room for that iMac here. That's good enough. And let me grab the screen, I'll be back. Power on. And are we gonna get... I see a backlight. That's good news. I do see a backlight. But we want to see a logo. I do not know if there's an operating system on the hard drive. If not, then it will take a while before we get the folder sign, the folder logo. But let's wait and see. I mean, the screen is plugged in properly. All the cables are good. And the LVDS cable on the screen itself is plugged in good. So I do not know why we do not have an image. I have 3 screens here. All of them are broken. I do not know which one is the same. This one does not have an LVDS connector. I use the LVDS connector on the screen, so we're not going to be able to use it. But the backlight just went out. I think this one is the same. This one here. Let's use this screen. And that's why I save iMac screens. Customer comes in to change the screen, and the screen may have a crack, a line, discoloration, or whatever the case may be. I keep them so I can use them for testing. And this one, as you can see, is broken. Well, I do not see a backlight on this one. I do not see a backlight on this one, so we're going to assume that this one is maybe not the same, or this one is bad. I do not see a backlight at all. I do see 4 LEDs on the motherboard, and that's good. Maybe the screen is not good. I do not know when the last time I used this screen, but I do not see not even a backlight. I don't know, it's already late, and right now I'm not going to be able to do any more work on the board because we have to take the board out, and I want to check on the RAM sticks at least and see if they are installed properly. And I want to check on that LVDS cable to see if there's anything going on. And it looks in excellent condition. Yeah, I cannot think. Right now I cannot think of why we do not have a display. We're going to have to remove the board and work on it again. And right now it's not going to happen. It's already 7 o'clock. We close at 6. I thought I would finish this one, finish the video, and go home. That's what I wanted to do, but sometimes boats do not like to sail in the direction of the wind. I do see a backlight. I'm gonna go over the board one more time tomorrow and see if we can figure it out. The problem may be a screen issue. I do not think it's an LVDS connector issue. I'm gonna have to see if we have any. We have a lot of iMacs here. I'm gonna have to see if any one of the screens match with this iMac. We can try it that way. And that's it. We're gonna call it off for this repair. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. If you have any questions not relating to this repair, you can always log into our forum, NorthridgeFix.com. Click on forum. You can ask your questions there, and I will try to answer you whenever I have time. I already answered a lot of people, and we have a lot of people on the forum that may be able to answer you or help you out as well. Do not ask questions like, I do not know how to use my multimeter. How can I troubleshoot my dead Lenovo and fix it? You need to learn how to use a multimeter first. You can ask questions about using a multimeter. Do not ask questions how to fix a laptop when you do not know how to use a multimeter. How do I build an airplane? Nobody can answer you. So just be smart in the way you ask questions so you can get good answers. That's it. We're gonna end the video right here, and I will see you again in the next video.